2019 to 2022 property line changes. The yellow lines shows the property line established in 1976. This is a photo from the summer of 2021. In May of 2021, John Klein's line and gravel matched the property line established in 1976. After I declined John Klein's unsolicited purchase offer, in the summer of 2021, he dug up the markers, to place PVC pipe around them, and the line moved 3 inches. The yellow line shows the original line established in 1976. It appears John Klein, and the HOA, intend to dig up, and move the property line, so that I cannot add a roof to my RV, and have a permanent affordable residence. This is in order to prevent my documentary about my experience with Jeffrey Epstein. This is happening now over Christmas of 2022, as it did last year over Christmas. December 23, 2021. 2 days before Christmas, John Klein gave notice of intent to cut down the tree on my property. Trails End HOA ignored my questions and complaints. HOA security Stephen Reed oversaw the theft. 3 days after Christmas, John Klein cut down the tree. This photo was taken in 2019 before John Klein became a neighbor, and destroyed my property, trees, privacy, and peace. Now in December 2022, the threats, theft and trespass continue. To force me to sell my property. On December 10, 2022, after speaking out about Edward Cattle's documented threats, trespass, and theft, he continues unabated, in CHINCOTEAGUE Bay Trails End. On December 12, 2022, after I sent a written complaint to the HOA about Edward Cattle's threats.
I see anything on that fucking website of yours, and you gonna have a hell of a fucking issue.
HOA security Stephen Reed, and an unknown man showed up on my property unannounced after I sent the HOA the video of Edward Cattle threatening me. The video showing Edward Cattle threatening and stalking me, and him and John Klein admitting to collusion with the HOA, are online. These people are stealing my property. Trails End has evaded questioning for 1.5 years. The HOA refuses to answer whether they sold me property with electric and water on someone else's lot. CHINCOTEAGUE Bay Trails End HOA is aiding and abetting property theft. The HOA plans to aid John Klein in the theft of my land and move the water and electric lines that establish the property boundaries. On December 8, 2022, these men admitted to collusion with the HOA.
So what we're doing is going to put on there, state on there that she threatened me.
Video shows Edward Cattle threatened me. Edward Cattle also admitted intent to fabricate a false report to harass me using the HOA.
That's what we're doing too. We'll be digging a new electric line down.
Which one of these is mine? Oh, this must be mine. So you got that.
We'll be digging a water line back and electric line back. What you gonna do to some more pop?
I guess staying back in front.
Because it's not gonna stop.
You can't stop. I told her too. I said, if I see my guy being picked on that fucking internet, I said, you're gonna have a serious fucking issue.
I asked people to help stop this harassment and theft.
Good afternoon, Trails End.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Just fine, thanks.
Good. I'm calling to do some investigative work. I'm called Chris Dorsey, and I do investigative journalist work, and I have come across some videos on social media regarding some activity and individual named JESSICALEIGHCOLLINS. And the video that I've seen is showing what appears to be, and I'm looking at it right now, multiple men that are seemingly menacing and stalking Jessica Collins. And she suggested that people call and ask questions about what's going on at the...
Well, we can't discuss that with you. She's a property owner here.
Well, you can't discuss that. You're not... I mean, this is public information. You're saying you're not going to discuss what's going on with a journalist?
No, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, that's exactly what you're saying. So you have no comment about...
Situation. You can address it to our board of directors, not me.
Well, what's the number for the board of directors?
There is not one. You'd have to send something in writing, and we will forward.
Send something in writing, but again, that's not how I do my investigations. This is public information, and it looks like crimes are taking place, and it seems from what I've heard that this is again happening this morning. So we're talking about crimes, not just about personal information. I'm investigating crimes. So
And what would you like to do about it?
oh, I'm just investigating. I'm not saying or
I can't tell you anything about it. I don't know anything.
well, I know, but you just asked me a question and I answered you. So I'm just investigating what's going on. So you're saying that you have no comment on have you seen the videos of these crimes?
Lori Brosig hung up when asked about the video.
I'm thinking once you put this house over here, I'm thinking she's gonna fucking say fuck this and get the fuck out.
And now, right, now there's someone, now the house beside me. Right now, it's just a shed and camper doing away. But there's gonna be a house there.
For more information and full video of threats of Edward Cadle, go to Twitter at Midnight MJ, TikTok at Jessica Lee Collins, YouTube Jessica Lee Collins, and JessicaLeeCollins.com. Thank you for helping share this. These crimes are being committed against me because I am a victim of Epstein that is in the process of writing a book and producing a supporting documentary. In May of 2021, I discovered theft of other trees that were on my property that provided John Klein a view to the water.
24 feet of fucking fence, whack. Whack. What's this? I don't want this thing beside my house back there.
Well,
President's gonna have to make a determination on that.
they're gonna have to do something.
What's your name?
Fuck you. That's my name. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's my name.
They told me what to do.
Remember, she's
Trails End is in the process of digging up my utility lines. Refuses to answer questions, and aids theft of property they sold me, to prevent me from building a roof over my RV. They are aiding damage, and theft, and terrorizing me. These are the same tactics that have been used to traffic me. These people's involvement in my life is not a choice. I had a decent place to write my book, and tell people the truth about my experience with Jeffrey Epstein and his ring. They are doing this to silence me. Share to help.